Hello and welcome to launch day of the Chase collection. I have been teasing this for months on end and we are finally here. So the level of excitement that I have for today is just skyrocketing, and even that is an understatement. Now first stop before diving into the shirts and the shop and all that, big thank you to my fiance and my family for dealing with my banter and my OCD for the past 4 months or so of me just shoving prototypes in their face. If she didn't keep me in check, this is what Onyx Hour would have looked like. I hope you enjoyed the cinematic intro where I pulled all stops and did literally every single technique that I know as of today put into that video. And a major part of that video was of course my models, who are all my friends. To all my friends, you guys are all amazing, and it's not my camera work or my editing. Trust me, it is because they are flippin' beautiful people that helped me model this entire line of shirts and merchandise overall. Show the models some support for their amazing work today by commenting down below with a wolf emoji and or hashtag walk the wolves. My friend Nefre actually does modeling work, so I'll link his Instagram down below. And Lauren from Playful Soul Photography is a photographer that I've learned a ton from, so I also will link her work down below as well. Thank you to everyone on Patreon. Without you, none of this would have been possible. So a big thank you to everyone who has generously supported me on Patreon and also provided a ton of feedback with all my BTS I've been posting, both on Patreon and of course on Discord and on a behind the scenes Instagram. If you're interested in joining the Wolf Pack, you can find me there. And lastly, thank you to you for just being here and watching the video. Even if you don't pick up anything from the shop today, it means a lot for you to just be here, enjoy my videos, the photos I take, the overall content that I produce. Never in a million years would I have imagined 3,000 people here watching my videos and enjoying all the content that I've been producing. Without your motivation and constant support and sharing of all my content, I would have been nowhere near where I am today. So big thank you to all of you just enjoying the content that I make. You're all amazing. Now let's go and start off with the first line of t-shirts for the channel. So here we have the Walk the Wolves logo on the upper right corner of the shirt. It is embroidered in black. It's also a heather gray t-shirt. It is a super comfortable, soft material. It's unisex sizing. Now all the shirts are fitted, so if you prefer a looser fit, I would suggest you go one size up. I'm 5'10", 165 pounds, and I personally prefer the fit of a medium shirt. Now, even if this is a simple logo, it did take me around 3 to 4 prototypes to get it right. The first one was like way over here, way too close to your armpit. That looked really weird. And then it was also too big one point. It was also too center to your chest. So between all of those different prototypes, I just wanted one that was way more subtle, because if you haven't noticed already, a lot of my clothes are just very simple when I film, because I am just a boring person. So I like very subtle, sleek looks. So this is the reason why I have a subtle logo on the left side here, embroidered in black. That's it. Now next up is my personal favorite of the 4, and that is Golden Hour. So this one I actually designed all by myself. The next 2 shirts, I actually had graphic designers step in to flesh out my idea better. Now this one actually sparked the whole idea for the theme behind the set of t-shirts. Golden Hour is the hour before sunset. It is the prime setting for a photographer to shoot. So with that, we have golden embroidered in gold or yellow. Hour is embroidered in white, tying into the bottom of golden. There's a sketch of the white camera logo embroidered in the top right, and then one nice yellow arc to tie in the design at the bottom right there. The shirt is a navy blue. Like I mentioned, for all the shirts, they are super comfortable and super soft. I absolutely love it, and this is actually the only shirt where I only had 1 prototype because it came out perfectly on the very first try, which was very surprising. Now, as I'm going through these, comment down below which one is your favorite. I would love to know. Now, number 2 is one that is not as commonly known, and that follows golden hour, which is blue hour. So this one is a graphic inked print on a black t-shirt. The first thing I thought of, and one of my favorite subjects to shoot actually, are mountains. So that was the concept behind this logo. The prototypes for this one was just trying to figure out, how to integrate the graphic elements within the blue hour text, so everything kind of just blends really well together. Now, originally this was a dark blue print, but because it's on a black t-shirt, of course that's not going to come out as nicely as intended. So we ended up settling for a muted blue and muted grays that kind of just span across both the mountains and the sun itself. And then we tie in the entire design by connecting the letter B to the sun with a nice simple blue line at the bottom. Again, I like subtlety, so instead of having a design that's just bam, right in your face, I wanted something that was more sleek, so that's why we have blue hour, just a very, very clean, sleek logo right in the middle. Now that leads me to the fourth and final t-shirt of the Chase collection, and that is Onyx Hour. So the idea behind this one actually came from my sister-in-law. So she really likes back prints, and this is the back here. And of course, me liking more subtle prints, we had to come to a compromise. So I did a subtle 12 a.m. in the front, and in the back we have a really cool camera logo of Onyx Hour. Now by far, this was the most difficult shirt to make. I think I had around 7 prototypes of this shirt, and for each prototype, it takes around 2 to 3 weeks for me to receive it. So the agony and pain and patience that I had to have waiting around for these shirts was killing me inside. It was killing me. Like I showed you earlier, initially I wanted a neon print, but neon does not print well. And I played around with a lot of the graphic elements of it. It just didn't come out right every time. Blue was too dark, yellow just looked really faded. And then I just scrapped the neon entirely and came up with this design over here. I really like how the 12 a.m. has like a little notch in the middle, kind of like those old school clocks that kind of just flap back and forth. And inside the t-shirt also has a custom tagless logo of Walk the Wolves. So because the shirt has so much going on, that's why it's priced higher than the others. Now overall though, unlike golden hour and blue hour, Onyx Hour is something that I made up entirely. This is a time that I was defining as the time of training. It's a time when we are refining our work, when we are looking for branding perspective. Very often this is a time when I'm practicing and just looking for new photography techniques that I can implement and incorporate into more and more new photos. Overall, it's just Super Saiyan type training. So if anyone ever asks, hey, what time is Onyx Hour? What does that mean? Bam, right there in your t-shirt. So overall, those are the 4 t-shirts in the Chase collection. I hope you love them as much as I do. I absolutely am thrilled with all of them. It's something that I would wear out and at home and on shoots, what have you. But that is not all, because I also have bags. Now this is one thick premium drawstring bag. The last thing I wanted was like a slap-on print on a weenie plastic bag.
Weenie Hut Jr.
So instead, these are inked into a polyester material. They measure out to 15 by 17 inches, so you can fit a decent amount of things in here. And then for one side of it, we have a modernized logo with some nice sleek triangles over here. And then on the other side, we have the slogan of the channel, Walk the Wolves. We also have a wolf symbol with a matching color palette of the channel as well. Now next up are pins. So if you've been following the channel for a while, I did have one original version 1 pin back when the channel was called B-Roll and Board Games. But since the channel has changed and branding is different now, I wanted a new pin to reflect the current logo. Now for the packaging of this, I included a thank you card, and the pin is attached to the top of that thank you card. And then these are also sealed in a custom teal wax seal. How sick is that? And I'll also include this envelope within another envelope, so it is as safe as possible as it is mailed directly to you. Now these pins are the only things that are limited in quantity, so if you are interested in picking up a pin, now would be the best time to do so. And the very last thing in the shop today are stickers. So these actually were also a last minute addition on top of Onyx Hour. I randomly, as per usual, thought it'd be cool to make one sticker, but that never ever works out because when I make one, I just want to make a whole bunch, and that just won't stop until I am completely done with it. So I made an entire pack of stickers that correlate with each and every t-shirt. So the Onyx Hour pack, of course, has a theme set around Onyx Hour. People were also loving the thematic wolves that I had for Patreon, so I wanted to put those on a sticker pack as well. However, the wolves are priced lower because for the printing process that I'm using, if you put them too close together, it gives a really weird outline to the wolves and it kind of bleeds over to each other. So there's actually a good amount of white space. So I just want to make sure that you are aware of that beforehand. But these are 5.5 by 5.5 kiss cut stickers. So kiss cut meaning that they have a white border that is cut to contour, is that the right word? To match the size and the shape of the design itself. So that is everything available in the shop right now. You can go to www.timchuon.com, which is also linked down below. That website also is completely brand new, also launched today. If you go straight there to the shop button, you can look at everything that we've talked about today. There are also a bunch of other things I've added to the website. This is actually version 3 now. So I have a portfolio that is completely updated for photos. I have a portfolio that's completely updated for videos as well. Feel free to peruse the website as you wish, because I also added a section for all my podcast episodes. I added my contact information, and of course all the product shoots, the video that I showed you today. All of that will also be available on the shop button as well. And that is everything for today's exciting launch. So if you do pick up anything from the shop, please tag me across social media using the hashtag #WalkTheWolves. I am everywhere on social media, so just tag me. I would love to see which ones you get, which ones are your favorite. And when you do get them, please feel free to leave a review on my website as well. That's gonna help me a ton. If you wanna help boost today's launch, please feel free to share this video as well as my social media posts as well. I hope you enjoyed that cinematic video. That's the quality and the standard of videos that I am shooting for, going for 2021. So let's grow this channel together. And with that, let's walk the wolves.